Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here and welcome back to another episode of Leicester Reborn. In today's episode, we have the fifth round of the FA Cup versus Nottingham Forest, and we also will be playing Leeds 3 days later for a double header in today's episode. However, it's the 25th of February, I've just been a Plymouth Argyle rotating, and because of the amount of points we have, we are, ladies and gentlemen, already promoted to the Premier League, and it's February. We've been given a whopping little bit of a budget of 66 million to spend with 2.6 million wage, which means that we have a lot of money to look at strengthening the squad next season in the Prem. It's a very good time to be here. If we have a look at recent results since we last met, which was of course Aston Villa after the shocking draw to Hull. Well, not shocking, but I'm not going to complain because we've won every other game. We've won every other game. It's Ipswich 4-1, 5-0 against Millwall, 4-0 against Norwich. Bristol City a 3-0, 4-0 and a 4-0, which means in the last month we've kept a clean sheet bar against Ipswich. We of course are live yet again on stream, so if you want to come check all these boys out on screen, follow the links down below to come and watch this madness live. It's also nice that we finally got the first episode of this out. We had some internet trouble yesterday, which was highlighted in the episode that would have recently come out. With that being said, we're in a very good spot. It is also important to note youth candidates will eventually be coming out. I don't know if that'll be this episode or next. Because this isn't Glory Hunter where youth candidates don't really matter unless there's someone of real world-class note to speak about. We're going to be looking at our own talent and etc. Scouting other talent. We're not going to get the greatest of intake this year. However, if there is a good player that comes out, you'll definitely know about it. Intake is definitely something we're going to focus on as well. So, without further ado, already in, this episode is going to be Forest in the FA Cup, which would be in 3 days' time, and of course Leeds at home in the Championship, so you guys can see how we go. But in February, after 35 games of 11 games left to go in the season, 101 goal difference, 103 points, 34 wins, 1 draw, the goal is to remain undefeated. Let's go see how we go, because Forest have Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It'll be interesting to see how we go against Zlatan. Welcome back, YouTube. Here we go. Forest in the fifth round of the FA Cup. Let's go see what we can do. In terms of the team, Harvey Barnes isn't 100% fit, but is nearly back and ready to go. I'm actually going to get Tete in, who's been in good goal-scoring form. Lucas Moura and a few of the other boys are back in. Mangala Sarr is still unhappy with me. Tempted to start playing Omar Bambadele, but for today's game, Mangala Sarr will start. Forest themselves find themselves in 16th in the Premier League. Have not been great of much. They beat Rotherham and Exeter, so we're probably the toughest test here in the FA Cup so far. And as things go, they're in a little bit of danger in the Premier League. In terms of the Premier League, how things look, Spurs sit 6th under Ange. Sheffield, Burnley and Luton all look like coming down after going up. Hopefully, they don't all go down, because I think, in real life, I don't think all of them would. But yeah, I'm going to go quickly and have a look at Ange, because I have to. Carabao Cup, they lost to Chelsea over 2 legs. And in the FA Cup, they have Everton and probably should get through. So it looks like Ange is actually doing an okay job there in 6th spot. They do have a chance of maybe finishing inside 5th or 4th. Who knows for Spurs? Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the episode. Melier's been fantastic. Castagna, Harry Sout has been great. Mangala Sarr and Thomas. Drewsby Hall and Wilfred and Dindy. With Tete, Alex Scott, Lucas Moura and Ian Nacho is not going to start. Daka's been in better form and will give him the right to score. Let's get into this game here, boys, and see how we go. Let's go see how Forest are going to be lining up with the man that is Zlatan Ibrahimovic up front. Zlatan with Brendan Johnson. Zlatan still looks fantastic. Apart from his pace, and Brendan Johnson not bad as well. Looks like he could be on the move as well. Sounds like that's Brentford are very much interested in him. Ojeda is not too bad as well. Boys look good. I think Johnson's someone I am going to give a scout to. They want him for a lot of money, but I might try and pick him up if possible on a bit of a cheaper fee. Joe Rorrell's not bad at the back at 26 UVs. Musi and Ikate are okay. Keylor Navas is obviously in goals, who's a world-class keeper, and Aurier's Aurier. So they've gone pretty full strength, which you would expect because this is Forest's whole season here. And this is our whole season too, boys. We are a team that definitely needs to do that. Secondly, this is going to be on max speed because we expected a pointless highlight at the end of our last game, and the game just cut away. So it is what it is. Away we go. Alex Scott injured within 2 minutes. Wow, that is not good. It's a potential knee injury, hopefully not major. Will Alves come straight in like for like. That is not good news for one of our best players. Alex Scott's been fantastic. Corner now, looking for someone's head. Mistake and goal and 1-0. Poor ball in from Drewsbury Hall because we target the front stick for Sutar and whoever's the other centre-back. in the end, it was a ball backstick that Navas kind of ran under, and Duckers tapped home to continue a very good goal-scoring form for him. Poor keeping, but we lead 1-0, and can't do much about that in terms of a poor ball, but you take the poor balls when they lead the goals, and that's that. Lining up very narrow as well, with Danilo in the middle of the park too. You know, it's a decent Forest side on paper, but yeah. Anyway, Zlatan making life a little bit of an issue there for Harry Suter, but we did alright. And in the end, it's a ball that Mangala wins. Falls back to Ajada now though. Worrell looks the other side to Musa Inakate. He finds Richards. Picked off by Castagne. He will drive down this end and going by himself. Numbers in the box queuing. Ball in, cleared away. Luke Thomas of all people. What a finish from Luke Thomas. His first goal of the season. He drives one across the keeper and in. And well, that is superb. By the way, I've also got Chris Wood in the cricket. Is firing him in for England at the moment at 96 miles an hour, about 155 kilometres for those in normal terms. It is absolutely sensational to watch. So if you see my head go down a little bit here, YouTube, it's more the fact that I'm watching Marnus Labuschagne, one of the best batsmen in the world, be put on stilts. And as a massive cricket fan, I love it. Anyway, Drewsbury Hall with the ball in. Harry Suter heads. Tete tapped it home. Apparently it's come up as a Drewsbury Hall assist. There's no way that is. I think Big Harry's got a moment. And 3-0. Well, left by -2 for the guys in the chat watching the cricket along with this. Drewsbury Hall, Harry Suter with a flick on. Was it going in? It was going just wide. Tete had to get a touch. And that's a Harry Suter assist to go along with a few of the goals he scored. 3-0 after 25 minutes. And it could be 4-0 if Drewsbury Hall buries one past Navas here. And he steps up and it was just wide. Navas was pretty comfortable. It was going to go wide as well. So far, so good. And to the point, so far, so good. We should just throw 4-3 free here and let the boys relax. Marner's leaving one into his box there. That's pretty funny. Thomas, driving. Go Luke Thomas. Still going. Ball to Alves. Into Castagne. Both fullbacks, so they're looking for goals. They are. Thomas heads. Back stick, Tete. Doesn't win that one. Lucas Moura volley straight at Navas. That is 3-0 still. Highlight still going here. And they've got Timber to have a look at winning the second ball, and they do, after Harry Suter's commanding header against Gibbs White. Indindi finds Luke Thomas. This has been an absolute mauling so far from us. Lucas Moura cuts it. Alves, Willie Alves, a 17-year-old who we tie down to a new 5-year deal, scores. It's 4-0. It's 4-0, boys. This was meant to be Premier League side. You know, it should be difficult because they're in the Prem. We're winning the FA Cup. We're winning the Championship. We're winning everything. We're going to be in the Europa League next season. We're going to win that too. We're going to win it all. We're the best team in the world, as that's gone absolutely narrowing into the top bid. It's 4-0. It's domination. Forest look like a championship side, and we look like a side that should be in the top 4 in the Prem. And it's good to watch. Yet again, we're getting ahead of ourselves and trying to we're jinxing it, but yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Navas now. And Inakate. Picked up by Tete. Good ball out there to Lucas Moura, who was brought down by Serge Aurier in the box. It's about to be 5. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. It is about to be 5 as long as Ducker or Tete, whoever's taking out of the two because they switch, it's Tete. And, well, he fires through Navas. It's 5.5 against Nottingham Forest. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has come to Leicester, the King Power, and has watched his team concede 5. He would probably just walk off the park if it was Zlatan. And, yeah, that is a great finish, and that's 5-0. That is 5-0. Could be 6. Could be 6-0. Drewsbury Hall. Harry Suter. Oh, he's a big boy when he gets a run. An assist and a goal for Harry Suter. It's 6-0 against Forest. 6-0 against Nottingham Forest, boys. And it's not even half time. 6. We are outrageously good at football. Outrageously good at football. And away we go. With it being 6-0 here, approaching half-time, I'm always tempted to say I'll just see these guys for the Leeds game. But yeah, Castagne dropping. Richards. Well done by Willie Alves. Wins it back. Castagne. We want 7. We want 7.5, boys. Castagno on a run. Can he get a ball in? Of course he can. Lucas Moura. Oh, that's pretty poor. Should have been 7. Shoulda, coulda, wasn't. Tell you what, at half-time, it's 6-0. 6-0. What we are going to do here at half-time is just say, you guys aren't catching us. We're going to go into the tactics. We're going to go into this. We're going to let the boys relax a little bit, play their football. Just, let the lads do what the lads need to do. Patson Daka and Lucas Moura off for Vardy and Iheanacho. With that too, Dewsbury Hall's a big important player, so we're going to do that for Samar. And I think Harry Sood is so important, we're going to get Johnny Evans in just to sit in and do whatever. And there we go. We're going to go with that. And you might be thinking, Dane, why have you made 5 changes at halftime? This system's all about keeping people fit, healthy, no real tempo, just relax, don't really care if there's a highlight or not. Vardy's still here after trying to sell him, by the way, after he wanted to leave. That's a shot from Kawaja. Woods finally conceded his first runs. And yeah, Jamie Vardy, 54 minutes played, finds Mangala Sarr, Alves, Ndindi, looking for Iheanacho. Is this about to be 7 Iheanacho? It's straight at Navas, to be fair, and he probably should have hit it a bit earlier. But yeah, this system's not about scoring goals. This is about just, okay, shut up shop now. This is just lessen the physical drain on the boys playing in 3 days' time against Leeds. Musa Inakate. That's Richards. We probably concede one eventually, by the way. Jada hits one. Melier spills and dives back in his goal for whatever reason. Wow. Kawaja's gone. 2 for 42. It's well bowled from Wood. That is well bowled from Wood. Kawaja went looking to drive and there was no drive. Thomas is dead. We're going to get Victor Christensen on. No, we're not going to get Victor Christensen on. Okay. With that being said, let's just get through this game now, boys. Wood's a monster? Yeah, Wood is outrageous. He's bowling fantastic. It's going to be him versus Smith in a second. I can't wait to watch that. Just no need from Kawaja. Like, the guy's clearly playing really well. Vardy at the back stick scores at 7-0. Yeah, what we're doing here, YouTube, is my Twitch chat's watching the cricket whilst we play FM because the Ashes is on. There's no need for that shot. You've just finally got him away from runs. Just hunker in. Get through the spell. He bowls at 96 k's, 96 miles an hour. Like, if there's ever a time for you to try and get through the spell, then yeah. Yeah, he's bowling crazy. Ibrahimovic scored. There you go. Ibra scored a goal against us. We conceded. Melier's first goal we conceded in about 2.5 months is the Ibrahimovic. I think that's okay. Ibra with a header. Melier in a very poor area. And it's only because Harry Suter, Lord Suter, wasn't at the back. With that being said, time ticks away here. And that's all she's going to write here today. It's going to be Leicester City 7, Nottingham Forest run. We're into the next round of the FA Cup, boys. Things are going swimmingly well. That was utterly stupendous. Liverpool get past Ipswich. United knock out Watford. City beat Bristol. Brentford beat Middlesbrough. Spurs beat Everton. I wouldn't mind a replay against Spurs, boys. Scott's out for 4 to 5 weeks. That's not good. Send the assistant. When's the next draw of the FA Cup, I wonder? Where's the FA Cup next round draw? If it's tomorrow, we're going to definitely do it in this episode. If not, it is what it is. A few boys accept their fines now for the thing, which is not good. Also, just going to rest these lads here for a couple of days because we might play them again. Something tells me we may just do that. Let's go and have a look when the FA Cup draw is here, everybody, because if it is in the next day or two, we're going to just stay live, YouTube, for you. Quarterfinal is drawn on the 3rd. Okay, 2 days. We're going to stay live in total. Green apparently not fit. Dim, not dropped. Pulled up a bit injured. Apparently he hasn't been 100% right as well with his back and etc. So they've decided that this is the one you're going to miss and be rested for. Haven't actually seen the lineups, but I did hear on the commentary that he's not playing because of injury. None of these guys are good here. This is the stuff you go through in a save here, YouTube. You're getting all the behind the scenes stuff. Alright, now we should be down to some talent. Kobe's good. Mateus Tell's good. All guys that we know. Evie Covell as well. Definitely would look to sign. And Hazard's available for 3.2 mil, but way too much money. Send the assistant to that. We should have the FA Cup draw today. So I think it's important to see who we get. Alright, here we go. View the draw. Here we go. Start teams. In the hat is Chelsea, Liverpool, Brighton, Brentford, City, Spurs, United and Leicester. We want Brentford or Brighton, obviously. Really want to avoid Liverpool or City. If it's Chelsea, so be it. And if it's United, so be it. Alright, let's see who we're going to get. Start the draw and at 3x speed. Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank. Don't do us dirty. Chelsea, Stamford Bridge. We don't want Leicester. Liverpool. That's perfect. Two big boys. United and Man City, and then we're good. Brighton. I don't mind going away to Brighton. It wouldn't be easy, but it's better than what we could face. Brentford. That's not good. Yeah, that's trouble. Manchester City. Please get United. Please go United. We're going to get United. I think they're winnable. At home, please. We're not at home. We're away from home. Alright, next episode, Manchester United against Leicester. And I reckon we have them, boys. We have them. They don't want to face us. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're away from home against Manchester United. When's that game being played? That game is not too far away, actually. There we go. You know what, boys? We're going on a cup run. We're going on a cup run. We're going on a cup run. No, we're not. We're going to give you Leeds. That's fine. I was going to think about doing it both in this episode. We're going to give you Man United as its own standalone game. Do not worry. Let's go get into Leeds here, where we will look to get Harvey Barnes some minutes, and you might see Omobamba Dele and Badgertech. And then, yeah. Who was that? That looked good. It was probably Melier, wasn't it? Yeah. It was Melier. For those watching the cricket, Aussie's 2 for 46. I said we needed to be 2 for 60. So, as long as these two put on 15, well, I wanted to be 2 for 60s and Smith walking out at 2 for 60, right? We're 2 for 46, so England are ahead for me, especially if they take one more wicket. If Smith and Labuschagne can get to 100, 2 for 100, and then we lose 3. Because for me, I think we need to, if we can get to 250, 300 first innings, we're always in the game against England. All right, Scott's out injured long term, so that's going to be Alves, which means Badgertek's going to come into there. Johnny Evans out for Umabamba Dele as well. Umabamba Dele is going to start over Mingala Sarr. I'm also going to give Badgertek some minutes here, and we're going to rest Wilfred Ndindi and move these two around. With that being said, that's your team. Willie Alves has been developing quite well, and it's going to be Melier, Castagna, Suter, Umabamba Dele, and I'm actually going to get Victor Christensen in for Thomas, and I am going to get James Justin in for Castagna because I went 100% fit. Today, Alves, Mora, and Daka is up front. Let's see how we can go with this one here. I think we'll be okay. Alright, perfect. Boys are good. You guys obviously want to see the Leeds team here. We're going to have a look at that in a second there for you as well. Obviously, lining up how way we line up. These games don't matter. Just Leeds, obviously, one of the sides predicted to come up with us. There we are. Danny Ward, who we sold there. Dallas, Koch, Cooper, Struck, Mark, Rocco in the hole. McKennie and Tyler Adams, Siniestras out wide. As you can see, 103 points plays 61. We should beat them and beat them comfortably, but let's see what happens. There we go. Tete, Christensen. And Murawara hits just wide. 2 minutes in was a nice highlight. Obviously, we're looking for this game to go a bit quick as well. If we pump Leeds, if being the key word, then, obviously we'll get through this a bit quicker for you as well. Umabamba Dele finds Harry Suter, who looks for James Justin, and that's a good ball out to James Justin. Tete now. Ball out towards Lucas Moura. Driving run. Daka, 1-0. Was he onside? He is. 1-0. Beautiful. Ali. Guess what, mate? Bairstow was out. If you did that at under 12s, your dad would make you walk home, sort of shit. My old man would have been so disappointed in me if I left my Chris like that. He's out. Well, it's not cheating, mate. It's in the rules. Can we just say how good Wood's bowling? How are you at Leicester? A new save, mate. It says it in the title, if you ever read. For those that are wondering on YouTube, Ali is one of our resident boffins who loves to roll me up. No database for Leicester in the Championship, and Ali, get as many you've got it in easy modes in chat out, because when I show you the table, you're not going to believe me. But yeah, Christensen. They are, but I've got a database which puts all the relegated and promoted teams correctly with all the right transfers. You can modify the game, and we've done that. Anyway, Melier, Umabambadele, Drewsbury Hall, Badger Tete. You will be proud when this database came out. Madison was still at Spurs, even though I was at Spurs, still at Leicester, but was going to Spurs. We managed to, as Daka scores. But we managed to sell Madison to Spurs. Isn't this one a bit boring? It's been boring this season because we've been this good. It's all about the next seasons, mate. What are you trying to achieve? To win the Premier League and the Champions League with Leicester. 2-0 here, dominating leads, as we should be. For those wondering on YouTube, where you can check out all my live stream, links down below. Yeah, this season's a write-off, mate. This season's all about how it's going. What's the league looking like? I'm going to show you after. Just prepare to type. You've got it in easy mode. You're cheating. You're doing this. You're doing that. Typical Aussies always cheating. 40 minutes played, 2-0. Nice running between Smudge and Labuschagne in the cricket. 2-0 up here, boys. You're doing brilliantly. Start the second half. Nearly there. We've absolutely battered a Nottingham Forest side out of the cup, which was good. And we're 2-0 up here against Leeds. Shrewsbury Hall doesn't win that. McKenny. A goal for Leeds makes things interesting. Melier claims. Nothing to apologise for. Guy went walking out of his crease after an LBW shout. Throw the stumps down. Ball's still live. Ball was only considered dead when the ball was considered dead by both the batting, the bowling, and the umpires. I would have framed a con with the guy from stumps down. Where are you going? I've done it in real life. What Ollie Pope did in the cricket. I was fitting it square leg. Guy's got to flick it off his pad. In a little bit of distress, he walked out of his crease, and I showed her the stumps down, and I threw the stumps down. I was like, well, I don't know if you're setting off for a run or not. All I know is hit you, it's come to me at square leg, and you're still out of your crease. I'm throwing the stumps down. Sorry, get back to your crease. Don't even play that hurts. I opened the batting without a helmet. You know how many times I got hit in the chest? And I've been hit in the thigh? I don't go, I'm going to walk down my pitch and whatever. Yeah. Same thing, man. Like, if you're going to try and say that it's whatever... Umpire did not call over, or else it would have been given not out. That's the big thing here. The umpire has not called over. I don't want to have the discussion in the YouTube episode, Ali. But we're going to have this discussion in the YouTube episode. Apologies for those that wanted a thing here, YouTube. But yeah. I don't care what Johnny Bairstow does, mate. You wait for the umpire to say over. Are you telling me by the time it's hit Carey's hands, and it's not like Carey's waiting, Carey's had it and thrown it within the same motion. There's no way an umpire's going, over. The umpire would have looked up, said the ball already been thrown by Carey. He's not going to call over after Carey's thrown the ball. A. B. All in one motion. C. When it was asked, it was literally the first question Ben Stokes asked the umpire, did you call over? And I can't remember who the Indian umpire is there. He's a bit iffy, by the way. But he turned around and said, no, I did not say over. Which means ball's live. All in one motion. You got nothing to complain about. You're talking about the spirit of the cricket. The spirit of cricket lies with England. The spirit of cricket, literally, in its bylaw, is literally you play hard and respect the umpire's decision. England are throwing a massive tantrum going, oh my God, it's this, it's that, it's whatever. You know what it is? It's fucking out. It's fucking out. And yeah, it's fucking out. And learn to live with it. The people that are preaching the spiritual cricket is the whole of the England community and England themselves. I would be disappointed if an Australian batsman got out that way. Mate, we would condemn the Australian batsman. We wouldn't be up in arms about is it over, is it not? We'd be going, what the hell are you doing, you idiot? What brain fade are you having? Go back to under 12s. There's a lot worse too that I can speak about here. YouTube, I do apologise for the rant. If you're not into your cricket, then so be it. I might just title this Ash's Rant as the YouTube episode, because why not? It's a little bit interesting. Harvey Barnes back from injury, and Tete offering Iheanacho to keep him happy. And Mangala's going to come in for... No, I'm not going to do that. And you're going to get Badger take off, and swap these two around. Mate, me and you are going to have some words after this YouTube episode's done if you're going to start bringing that up, mate. Come on. Get your little cough mince out, mate. Start rubbing it with the ball. Jeez. Yeah, I know. He's deluded, this Ali boy. This is the best thing about streaming during the cricket. You get a bit of this, which I love. I love it when the cricket gets heated. Anyway, let's continue on here. 72 minutes played. It's 3-0. Episode's eventually going to be over here for those on YouTube going, what is this guy on? If you do not watch cricket, you do not know. My two loves in life are Liverpool Football Club and the cricket. I'm going for lunch, mate. Going for lunch. You need to stay there. Oh, we're champions. Champione, champione, ole, ole, ole. I was in that much shock. I skipped that. I do apologise, boys. I did not realise we were going to be champions, but that worked out well. It's all behind you. I want to watch it. Well, there you go, boys. 36 games in, we won the league, 106 points, 104 goals for. That was anticlimactic. In this episode, we've beaten Forest 7-1 in the FA Cup. We've ranted about the cricket, and I didn't realise it was mathematically possible to win the league in 36 games. And there we go. And Ali's just seen the table, and now he's going off of me for that too. Yes, that is correct, Ali. 35 wins, 1 draw, and we never should have drawn the game. Only conceded 17 goals and 121 goals for. This Leicester side is a bit of a joke for the championship. I don't think in real life, for those that want my prediction, Leicester will struggle to come back to the Premier League because they have too many bad players. But FM perceive these players as being good based on previous years of performance, which means they are too good for the championship, and here we are. With that being said, guys, that's the end of the episode. I'll catch you guys all a little bit later. Give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you guys for Manchester United in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. Thank you, and goodbye.